mirror, right? So suppose consider you have a concave mirror. Suppose consider you have a concave mirror like this. Okay, you have a concave mirror. Bulge part is coated with a silver. Okay, bulge part is coated with a silver, and the cave part is a reflecting surface. Bulge part is coated with a silver, and cave part is reflecting surface. Okay, and you can see this horizontal line is a principal axis. Okay, you can see the horizontal line. This horizontal line is a principal axis. Remember that one, that horizontal line is a principal axis. Okay, principal axis, right? And this horizontal line which is there, with the principal axis which is there, it is meeting at the midpoint of concave mirror. Okay, it is meeting at the midpoint of the concave mirror, and that midpoint is called as a pole. That midpoint is called as a pole. Okay, i taught you I taught you this one already. Okay. Now, whenever you are drawing the diagram in classwork, you need to take a few precautions. I'll tell you what are those precautions. You need to take scale, you need to take protractor, you need to take compass. Okay, and then you need to draw the diagram. Okay, what you need to do is, before drawing the diagram, I am explaining you how to draw the diagrams. Okay, what you need to do is, like, you need to take a scale, and you need to take a compass, and you need to measure this distance. Suppose consider you have taken 5 centimeter. Maximum all the people will be taking 5 centimeter only. From center of curvature to the pole, you need to take a 5 centimeters of 5 centimeter distance you need to take. Compass you need to put at center. And then you need to draw this curve. Okay, concave mirror you need to draw. You need to put compass at the center of curvature. And then you need to draw this curve. Okay, you need to draw this curve. Okay, what is the curve? That curve is a concave mirror. 5 centimeter distance you need to take. If you want to take extra, you can take extra, no problem. But maximum all people will be taking 5 centimeter only. If we take 5 centimeter, then this one will become 2.5. Okay, 2.5, and this one will also become 2.5. Understood? Both of them will become 2.5 and 2.5, right? So you need to take compass, and you need to put it on center of curvature, and then you need to draw the diagram, draw the curve, right? After drawing the curve, you need to draw a horizontal line, right? You need to draw a horizontal line which should touch the center of curvature and the pole middle point. Okay, and the distance from center of curvature to the focus should be 2.5, and the distance from focus to the pole should be 2.5 compulsory. Okay, right? These are the precautions you need to take compulsory while drawing the diagram. You need to take these precautions such that your diagram should be neat. It will be looking very good. Understood? If you are taking different dimensions, and then if you are drawing, then it will be not looking good. Understood, everyone? Okay, these are the precautions. Now, first ray diagram I will explain you. Okay, so this one is the center. This one is center of curvature, and this one is focus. Right? Now, if an object is at infinity, at infinity in the sense we don't know the object where it is. It is beyond imagination. Okay, it is standing at beyond imagination place. From there a ray of light is coming. From there a ray of light is coming. In the sense, it is not a luminous body. It is not a luminous body. You can consider it as a luminous body. Suppose consider, if I stand here, I will be not luminous body. I will be non-luminous body only. Okay, a ray of light will come from tube light, or a ray of light will come from sun, and it will hit me, and from me it will be coming and it will be touching a concave mirror, like that. Okay, so suppose consider this is an object. Suppose consider this is object O. It is standing at infinity. Object is at infinity. Object is at infinity. Suppose consider object is at infinity and a ray of light is coming from the object. A ray of light is coming from the object which is parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light is coming from the object which is parallel to the principal axis. As you all know the first rule for concave mirror. As you all know that first rule for concave mirror. In that first rule you have learned, if a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through the focus. Okay, you have learned this first rule, right? So we will be using the same rule here. We'll be using the same rule here. From the object a ray of light is coming. Which is parallel to the principal axis. After touching the concave mirror, it will reflect. Just a second. It will reflect and pass through the focus. Okay, it will reflect and come like this. Understood, everyone? In the same manner, if another ray is coming from downwards, another ray is coming which is parallel to the principal axis. Another ray of light is coming from downwards which is parallel to the principal axis. After touching the concave mirror, it will reflect and pass through the focus. Understood? It will reflect and pass through the focus. Understood, everyone? So first rule we are using two times we are using the first rule here. 2 times we are using the same first rule. From top of an object, a ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. From bottom, a ray of light is coming which is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. So image will be formed on focus. Remember, image will be formed on focus. I am writing here I, such that image will be formed there. Okay, O is nothing but as an object, I is nothing but as an image. O is object, I is image. Understood, everyone? Okay, so in this one what we have learned is, I'll tell you what we have learned. If an object is at infinity, nature of the image, what will be the nature of the image? Nature. Nature of the image will be real and inverted. What do you mean by nature of the image? Nature of the image in the sense how it is, whether it is standing straight, whether it is standing inverted, right? Whether it is real or whether it is virtual. Okay, that is nothing but as a nature, right? So what we can see is nature of the image is real and inverted. Why it is real and inverted? Because it is in front of the mirror. That is the reason it is real and inverted. If it is backside of the mirror, then we call that one as a virtual and erect image, right? If it is backside of the image, then we call that one as a virtual and erect image. As it is in front of the mirror, in the sense on the focus, then we call that nature of the image as real and inverted image. Remember this one, okay? And we have, just a second, position of the image. Position. Where is the position? Where you are getting the image? You will be getting the image at focus. Okay, you will be getting image at focus. What is the position of the image? Where you are getting the image? You will be getting the image at focus. Okay, at focus only you will be getting the image. Why you will be getting the image at focus? Because two reflected rays which are there, they are coming and meeting at particular point. And where they are meeting at focus only. They are meeting at focus only. That is the reason position of the image will be at focus. Position of the image will be at focus. Remember this one. Okay. And size of the image. Size of the image. Size of the image is highly diminished. Okay. Or else you can write it. You have another name for this one. You have another name for this one. Point size. Okay. Right. Point size in the sense very small. Image will be very small such that you can't even see the image. Okay, from top to bottom you can't even see the image. It will be like that. So highly diminished or point size. Understood everyone? Nature of the image will be real and inverted. Position of the image is at focus. Size of the image is highly diminished or point size. So in the choose the correct answer, he will be asking you question. In the choose the correct answer question, he'll be asking you question like if an object is at infinity, what will be the position of the image for concave mirror? What will be the position of the image for concave mirror? Like that, he will be asking you. Four options will be there. You need to choose any one option. What you will be choosing? You will be choosing at focus. Okay, at focus compulsory. You need to choose the option. Understood? Not only position, he may ask you nature. He may ask you size also. Understood, everyone? Right? So in the 2 marks question, he will be asking you 2 marks question. If an object is at infinity, draw the ray diagram. Okay, if an object is at infinity, draw the ray diagram and name the describe the nature, position, and size. So what you need to do, you need to draw the ray diagram completely from the starting. You need to put the object at infinity. You need to draw the rays of light and a reflected ray. These all complete diagram you need to draw, and below diagram you need to write nature, real and inverted, position, at focus, size, highly diminished, or point size. Like this you need to draw. Okay, right? 2 marks question he may ask. 3 marks question, like if he ask you 3 marks question, in 3 marks question he will be asking you like 2 to 3 in the sense if at infinity or beyond C and at C, 2 or 3 he will be asking you. Okay, understood everyone? Right? Like this he will be asking you in the exam. You need to answer. Right? You need to use scale, you need to use compass, protractor, everything you need to use to draw this ray diagram. To draw this ray diagram, you need to use all the instruments. Compulsory, you need to use. Okay? Done? Okay, just a second. Now, we will be learning if an object is beyond C. Beyond C. If an object is at beyond C in the sense beyond center of curvature. If an object is beyond center of curvature in the sense it will be between infinity and center of curvature. Beyond center of curvature, what do you mean by beyond center of curvature? Beyond center of curvature in the sense it is between infinity and center of curvature. Between infinity and center of curvature, you can draw object at any position. Okay, I am drawing the object at this position. You can see here. No. So from the object, this one is object. Okay, this one is object. O indicates object, right? from object a ray of light, suppose consider from object a ray of light is coming, which is parallel to the principal axis. From object a ray of light is coming which is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it will pass through the focus compulsory. After reflection it will pass through the focus compulsory. This is first rule. Okay, first rule, we know that first rule, right? Incident ray is this one, incident ray is this one, and this one is reflected ray. Okay, this one is reflected ray. So first rule we have used here. Now second rule, what is the second rule? What is the second rule? If a ray of light is coming and passing through the focus, if a ray of light is coming and passing through the focus and touching the concave mirror, after touching a concave mirror, ray of light will be reflecting parallel to the principal axis. Ray of light will be reflecting parallel to the principal axis, and you'll be getting an image there. You'll be getting an image like this. You'll be getting image like this. Understood, everyone? Okay, everyone understood, right? If an object is beyond C, if an object is beyond C, you'll be getting image between C and F. You'll be getting image between C and F. So as you can see, I am using two rules here. I am using two rules here. First rule I have used, second rule I have used. What is the first rule? What is the first rule? If an object, if a ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis, if a ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through the focus. Okay, after reflection it will pass through the focus compulsory. This is the first rule we have used. And what is the second rule? Second rule, if a ray of light is passing through the focus, if a ray of light is passing through the focus, after reflection it will be parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it will be parallel to the principal axis. We have learned this one. Second rule, this is the second rule. If a ray of light is passing through the focus, after reflection it will be parallel to the principal axis. You can see this one. These two are parallel to each other. These two are parallel with each other. So after reflection it is parallel with each other, right? So these two reflected rays which are there, this one is reflected ray, right? This one is reflected ray and this one is reflected ray. So these two reflected rays are meeting at particular point. Those two reflected rays are meeting at particular point. Their image is formed at that position. Image is formed. Okay, image is formed at that position. Understood, everyone? Yes, you need to take. If you take center of curvature, you will not get the image. Okay. It is necessary to take a ray for second one. If it is beyond C, you need to take. Okay, done. Suppose consider, okay, for clarification I will tell you, suppose consider one ray of light is parallel to principal axis. After touching, it will pass through the focus. Second one if I take like this, from center of curvature, okay, center of curvature, it will be reflecting back like this. Then you will be not getting the image there. Okay, like that. Understood, right? Why we should use, in the sense, to get the image we need to use. Okay, one student is asking why we should use two rules, sir. Two rules compulsory you need to use, because we can't get the image. If you use one rule, we can't get the image. To get the image, we need to use two rules compulsory. Two reflected rays should compulsory touch. Two reflected rays should be there compulsory. Two reflected rays should be there compulsory to get the image. If only one reflected ray is there, how you will be getting the image? Understood? Two reflected rays should be there. Okay. Then everyone understood about this one. If an object is beyond C, right? Now we will be learning the nature of the image. Nature of the image. Nature of the image. What will be the nature of the image? As you can see image is inverted. As you can see image is inverted. As you can see image is inverted. We can write here real and inverted. Okay. Nature of the image is real and inverted. Nature of the image is real and inverted. Remember this one. Okay. Position of the image. What is the position of the image? Position of the image is between C and F. Position of the image is between C and F. Remember this one. Okay. Position of the image is between center of curvature and focus. Okay. And the size of the image. Size of the image is diminished. You should not write highly diminished. You need to write diminished. Remember this spelling, because some students will write the different spelling in the exam. They'll be losing the marks. Okay. Diminished size in the sense smaller than the object. Diminish in the sense smaller than the object. Okay. Not that much smaller, not point size, just smaller than the object. One student is asking, why, sir, why it does not pass through the center of curvature? No, if you pass through the center of curvature, you will not get the image. You will not get the image. If it is passing through the center of curvature, you will not get the image. Understood? Okay. It has been practically done, practically passed through focus, practically passed through the center of curvature. They didn't get the image. They didn't get the image if they passed through the focus, if an object is beyond C. That is the reason they are passing the two rays. One is parallel to the principal axis passing through the focus, and one is passing through the focus. Okay, done. Now, so you have got the nature of the image, you have got the position of the image, you have got the size of the image. Understood? Right? So if this one is if an object is beyond C. Now we will be learning if an object is at C, on C or at C. Object is at C, in the sense if you need to draw like this. Object is standing on the center. Object is standing on the center of the sphere. If you draw image like this, you will be getting center of the sphere. Okay, center of the sphere, center of the curvature. If an object is standing there, you can see a ray of light will be coming, right, which is parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light is coming like this, right? After reflection, it will pass through the focus compulsory. First rule we have learned. Okay, first rule we have learned, it will pass through the focus. Done. And another ray of light is there. Another ray of light passing through the focus, right? Then it will be parallel. These two are incident rays. These two, the arrow mark which I have kept, those two are incident rays, whereas these two, this one and this one, both of them are reflected rays. Okay, both of them are reflected rays. As you can see, those two reflected rays are meeting at particular point, right? These two reflected rays are meeting at particular point, and here you will be getting the image. Understood, everyone? That image you will be getting here. So Image you will be getting at center of curvature. Where you will be getting the image? You will be getting the image at center of curvature compulsory. If an object is standing on center of curvature, if an object is standing on center of curvature, you will be getting the image at center of curvature. You will be getting the image at where you will be getting the image. You will be getting the image at center of curvature. Remember this one. Okay. So what will be the nature of the image? Nature of the image. Nature of the image is real and inverted. See, you can see in the diagram the image is inverted as well as it is in front of the mirror. Real and inverted. Understood everyone? And position of the image. Position of the image. Position. What is the position of the image? Position of the image is at C. Okay. At C image is formed. Okay. At C image is formed. You can see in the diagram. In the diagram you can see this is object and this is image. Object is there, image is there, right? So image is forming at C. Okay. Size of the image. Size of the image. Same size. Size of the image is same size. Same size in the sense how much size the object has. How much size the object has. Same size you will be having image. Understood? How much size object has. Same size you will be having image also. Understood everyone? Okay. Okay, mirror. Okay. Like this. And bulge part is coated with a silver, right? Bulge part is coated with a silver, and cave part is reflecting surface. Cave part is reflecting surface, right? You can see this one is an principal axis, x and y. X and y is a principal axis, right? X and y is a principal axis. And suppose consider you have points on to the, here you have one point, here you have another point. This one is focus, this one is center of curvature. Okay. Now suppose if the object is between C and F, if the object is between center of curvature and focus, if the object is between where the object is between center of curvature and focus. I would rather write it like this. If the object is between center of curvature and focus. Okay. So this is an object. Object is between center of curvature and focus. You can see O is an object. And that object is lying between center of curvature and focus. C is nothing but as a center of curvature. Just a second. Center of curvature, and F is equal to F is focus. C is center of curvature and F is focus. If an object is standing between center of curvature and focus, then suppose consider a ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. Like this it will pass. Understood everyone? Okay, done. Right. Now another ray is there. Another ray is there. Just a second. Suppose consider another ray is there. And that ray. Yes, I know something voice is coming. That one is a band voice is there. Function is going on, okay? Voice is coming from. Then now another ray is coming. Another ray is coming from here. It is touching the focus. It is touching the focus. And it is hitting a concave mirror. After hitting a concave mirror, it will travel parallel to the principal axis. It will travel parallel to the principal axis and then it will leave away. Understood? Like so, these two reflected rays which are there, these two reflected which rays which are there, just a second. These two are incident rays. These two are incident rays. These two are reflected rays. Okay, these two are reflected rays. So these two reflected rays which are there, they are meeting at particular point. They are meeting at which point? They are meeting at particular point. There you will be getting an image. At that position you will be getting an image. At this position you will be getting an image. And you know how will be the image? The image will be real and inverted. You can see the image, right? A ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it will pass through the focus. This is the first rule you have learned. Image will be formed behind the center of curvature. Image will be formed behind the center of curvature. If an object is parallel to the if a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the focus after reflection. Okay, if a ray of light is passing through the focus after reflection, it will be parallel to the principal axis. Okay, after reflection you can see it is parallel to the principal axis, right? So this one is a reflected ray. This one is reflected ray. These two reflected rays are meeting at particular point. These two reflected rays are meeting at particular point. There you will be getting an image. Image will be formed behind the center of curvature. Okay, image will be formed behind the center of curvature. Image will be formed behind the center of curvature. Okay, image will be formed behind the center of curvature. Remember that one. If an object is between center of curvature and focus, where will be the image formed? Image will be formed behind the center of curvature. Okay, image will be formed behind center of curvature. Remember that one. Okay, so what we have learned here, we have learned the nature of an image. What is the nature of an image? Nature of the image. Who will tell the nature of an image? Nature of the image is yes, real and inverted. Okay, position of the image. Position of the image. Position of the image beyond C. Yes, beyond C or just behind C. Beyond C. Size of the image. Size of the image is enlarged size. The size of the image is what? Enlarged. Enlarged in the sense, or else you can write magnified also. Enlarged or magnified, you can write, right? Okay. Yeah, okay. So if an object is between center of curvature and focus, if an object is between center of curvature and focus, nature of the image is real and inverted. Okay, nature of the image is real and inverted. Position of the image is beyond C. Position of the image is where? Beyond C. Size of the image is magnified or enlarged size. Understood? Magnified or enlarged size will be there. Understood everyone? Okay. Everyone understood? Okay. Now we'll learn if an object is on focus. If an object is on focus. Just a second. Now, if an object is at focus, object is at focus. So I need to draw an object. An object should stand at focus. Okay. So an object is at focus. Okay, this is an object, and that object is standing at focus. O indicates object. O indicates object. Okay. So suppose consider a ray of light is there. Okay. Just a second. A ray of light is there, and that ray of light is touching a concave mirror. A ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis, it is touching a concave mirror. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. After reflection, it will pass through the focus like this, compulsory. Okay, ray of light is coming like this, and then it is moving away like this. Understood? Right? Now another ray is there. That ray of light is passing through the center of curvature. Okay, another ray is there. That ray is passing through the center of curvature. What will happen in the sense, it will be taking the same path from where it is coming. Okay, it will be taking the same path from where it is coming. You can see. Okay, as you all can see, sir, in my phone screen sharing is not visible. Why it will be not visible? I think everyone can see, right? Everyone can see the screen. Then see, Arpita can't see, it seems. See, Arpita can't see, it seems. Okay, so what you have observed in this one, if a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through the focus. Okay, after reflection it will pass through the focus. This is the first rule we have learned. And third rule what we have learned, if a ray of light is passing through center of curvature, after reflection, it will take the same path from where it is coming. Understood everyone? So from where the rays of lights are coming, there only it will be moving away. Understood? It will be taking the same path. From where it is coming. So as you all can see, these two rays of lights, you can see, these two rays of lights are parallel with each other. Okay, these two rays of lights are parallel with each other. So they will be moving parallelly like this. They will be moving like this. They will be moving till infinity. They will be moving Not understanding? Why are you not understanding? See, if a ray of light is at if suppose consider an object is at focus. Okay, suppose consider an object is at focus. You can see this one is an object. Okay, this one is an object. Object is standing on focus. Or else suppose consider that I am standing on focus. Okay, I am standing on focus of a sphere. This one is sphere. If I extend this one, you will be getting a circle here. Okay, you will be getting a circle here. So I am standing on focus of a sphere. Okay, focus of spherical concave mirror. I am standing on focus of spherical concave mirror. Suppose consider, and a ray of light is coming from me. From me, a ray of light is coming which is parallel to the principal axis. You can see these two lines are parallel with each other. These two lines are parallel with each other. So after reflection, in this is after touching a concave mirror, what will happen? It will reflect and pass through the focus. It will reflect and pass through the focus. You can see after reflection, it will pass through the focus. Understood, everyone? And this is the first rule we have learned. And third rule, what we have learned in the third rule, if a ray of light is passing through center of curvature, after reflection, it will pass through it will take the same path from where it is coming. It will take the same path. Okay, I'll draw a line here like this. Understood? From here, a ray of light is coming. Again, after reflection, it will be going to the same path. It will be taking the same path like this. So, these two reflected rays which are there, these two reflected rays are parallel with each other. No. Image will not be formed behind the mirror. Image will be formed at infinity. So as these two rays of lights are parallel with each other, they can meet at infinity. So what we can write here is nature of an image. Nature of image will be real and inverted. You can draw, no problem. You can draw a rayon pole also, no problem. Okay, you can draw a rayon pole also, no problem. In different textbooks, they have given different procedure. You can apply any procedure, no problem. But these two rays should be parallel with each other, like that. It should be there. Okay. Position of the image. What is the position of the image? At infinity. Where you will be getting the image? You will be getting the image at infinity. Okay, you can't see the image, but there will be an image. Where it will be at infinity, it will be there. And size of the image. How will be the size of the image? Highly enlarged, highly magnified. Highly enlarged or highly magnified. You can write anything. Understood? Okay. Right? Nature of the image is real and inverted. Position of the image is at infinity. No. I didn't tell you position of the image beyond C. If an object is C, this one is different topic. No, this one is different topic. This one is the fifth rule. This one is the fifth ray diagram. This one is fifth ray diagram. You are considering fourth ray diagram. Okay. You are considering fourth ray diagram. This one is fifth ray diagram. In fifth ray diagram, you will be getting position of the image at infinity. Understood? For fourth ray diagram, you will be getting position of an image beyond C. For fourth one, you will be getting position of an image beyond C. For fifth one, you will be getting position of an image at infinity. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll explain once again. if an object is at focus, suppose consider a ray of light is coming, which is parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through the focus. Okay, first rule you have learned. After reflection it will pass through the focus. First rule you have learned. Now third rule you need to apply a third rule, concave mirror third rule. If a ray of light is passing through the center of curvature, after reflection it will take the same path from where it is coming. Understood? After reflection it will take the same path from where it is coming. So as you all can see, these two are the reflected rays. And these two are parallel with each other. And these two parallel rays will meet at infinity. They will compulsory meet at infinity. Understood? So the nature of the image you will get is real and inverted. Nature of the image is real and inverted. Position of the image. What will be the position of the image? Position of the image is at infinity. Size of the image. What will be the size of the image? Highly enlarged or highly magnified? When the object is at infinity. Yes. You can see first one and fifth one. You can observe first one and fifth one. First ray diagram and fifth ray diagram. Observe first ray diagram and fifth ray diagram. They are in little bit lateral inverted type. Just reverse of first ray diagram. Fifth ray diagram is just reverse of first ray diagram. Okay, fifth ray diagram is just reverse of first ray diagram. Yes, I will be giving you rule. Yes, I will be giving you notes. Shreya, I will be giving you notes. Compulsory, I will be giving you. First ray diagram and fifth ray diagram, both are same, but it is opposite with each other. First ray diagram and fifth ray diagram. At that, in first one, if an object is at infinity, position of the image is at focus. You got that one. But in fifth one, object is at focus, and position of the image is at infinity. So it is reverse. Yes, you are right. Kanakalakshmi, you are right. Yes. Okay. So everyone understood, if an object is at focus, what will happen? Everyone understood. Right? Now, if you want, you can take a screenshot, no problem. Now we will do, I will explain you, if an object is between focus and pole. Between focus and pole. If an object is between focus and pole. Now, I have not written pole, right? This one is pole. If an object is between focus and pole. Just a second, one student is disturbing me. Just a second, he is calling me. Hello. You should not call me. You should not call me at this time. I am taking a class. You should not call me. You should call me after 3 o'clock. Okay. How do two parallel lines meet at a point? See, it will meet at infinity. Two parallel lines will compulsory meet at infinity. In the sense, experimentally it is not proved, but they will meet at infinity. Okay. Bhavani, experimentally it is not proved, but they will meet at infinity. No, Bhavani is asking, Sir, how do parallel lines meet at a point? How do parallel lines meet at a point? In the sense at infinity they will meet. Still research is going on that one. Still research is going on. But till 10th class you need to understand that it will meet at infinity only. In future you will be learning whether it will be meeting or not. Okay, in future in PUC or else in engineering, if you take in engineering you will be learning whether it will be meeting or not. Understood? Till 10th class you need to consider it will be meeting at infinity only. Okay, understood, Bhavani? Then suppose consider an object is there. And that object is between focus and pole. This one is focus, and this one is pole. So the object is between focus and pole. Now suppose consider a ray of light is there. Okay, a ray of light is there. That ray of light is suppose consider it is touching the pole. Okay, it is coming and it is incident on pole. A ray of light is incident on pole. Right, fourth rule you have learned. Suppose consider it is incident on pole. After hitting the pole, what will happen? It will travel like this. Incident ray will be equal to the reflected ray. Okay, incident ray will be equal to reflected ray. Done. Now you can see another ray of light is there. Okay, another ray of light is there. Suppose consider another ray of light is there, and that ray of light is passing through center of curvature. And it is hitting the focus. It is hitting the object. Okay, a ray of light is there. That ray of light is passing through the center of curvature, and it is hitting the concave mirror. Okay, it is hitting a concave mirror. What will happen in the sense? It will take the same path from where it is coming. Understood? So as you all can see, these two rays which are there, these two reflected rays which are there, they are spreading away from each other. If you want, I will extend this line, these two lines. This ray is going this side and this ray is going this side. Understood? These two rays are spreading away from each other. These two rays are spreading away from each other. In the sense, getting diverged from each other. Those two rays are getting diverged from each other. These two reflected rays which are there, they will never meet with each other. These two reflected rays which are there, they will never meet with each other because they are getting diverged from each other. They are not at all parallel with each other. They are getting diverged with each other. That is the reason they will never meet with each other. So, what we need to do is we need to imagine like this. Imaginary lines we need to put it. Yes. Spurti Biradar is asking, sir, can we write in text question from guide? Yes, you can write, no problem. You can write. So you can see, I am extending the ray of light. Just behind the mirror, I am extending this one. Okay, this ray of light which is there, this reflected ray of light which is there, from that reflected ray of light, I am extending a ray of light. Okay. Now you can see this one is also a ray of light, right? From here also I am trying to extend this one like this. I am extending here. Okay, right? So these two extended rays of lights which are there, they are meeting at particular point. Behind concave mirror. Understood? They are meeting at particular point. These two reflected rays, imaginary reflected rays. Okay, these two are imaginary reflected rays. Those two are not at all reflected rays. They are imaginary reflected rays. Okay, so imaginary reflected rays are meeting at particular point, and where they are meeting behind, just behind concave mirror they are meeting, right? They are meeting behind concave mirror. So you will be getting image behind concave mirror. You will be getting image behind concave mirror, like this you will be getting. Okay, understood, right? So you will be getting image onto the top of xy line. You will be getting image onto the top of xy line. You will be not getting image bottom of the xy line. Understood? You will be not getting image onto the bottom of the xy line. You will be getting image onto the top of the xy line. So what you can understand from this one is nature of the image will be virtual and erect. Okay, nature of the image will be virtual and erect. Remember this one. Okay, position of the image will be behind the mirror. Position of the image will be behind the mirror or behind the concave mirror. You can write anything. Size of the image will be enlarged or magnified. Understood?